Hi, my love, beautiful souls. It's Mystic Rose 1111. I'm back with the truth, bringing dark into the light. Please take what resonates and leave it does not fit for somebody else. Collectively not for reading. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna jump into this, you guys. I'm hearing that you're dealing with a psychopath, sociopath that has split personality. Okay, somebody that has split personality, somebody that has two different personalities. I'm hearing split personality, multi-personality. So this person is one person and then another person, and they can go to extreme. This person may also have explosive disorder, which means if something triggers them, they explode and they lash out, they lose control. They can be argumentative, they can be angry, they can be, like I said, explosive. Okay, because I'm seeing like a ticking time bomb. You just don't know what you're going to get with this person. I was hearing this could be someone that you were in a relationship with in the past or currently in a relationship, or I've even hearing a friend too. Someone has like three different names, okay? They have different names for themselves, okay, when they're around certain people. This person has a severe mental health issue or illness, okay? They have not been diagnosed, or they have, I'm hearing some of them have been diagnosed and some have not been diagnosed, okay? Some do. I'm hearing two need to be diagnosed, okay? They haven't been diagnosed. They're hiding from like a psychiatrist, like sociologist, okay? They're not wanting to tell the therapist, not wanting to tell the doctor that they're hearing things. But again, I'm hearing severe split personality, multi-personality, and uh I just heard deranged, okay? You just don't know what you're gonna get with this person. You just don't know. One day they're this person, another day they're another person. That one day that they're this person in the morning, in the afternoon they're a different person, okay? Uh One, they could be loving, caring, kind, and then the next they're just bitter, angry, explosive, uh, out of control. And you didn't know this. You didn't. That's what I'm hearing. Really, I didn't. That's what I'm hearing is this could have been a partner you were with. You just didn't know this person until you got um more into the relationship with this person. This person could be obsessive too. Okay, obsessive, stalkerish. You could be trying to get away from this person, or you got away from this person. It could have been really hard to get away from this person. If this is not your person that you were in bed with, this could have been a family member too. Somebody doesn't want to take their medications, okay? I'm hearing somebody doesn't want to take their medications. They don't want to take their medications. They're refusing their medications. They have several different names, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Several different names, and different people. When they're around different people, they're a different person, okay? They could be a shapeshifter too, okay? So, shapeshifting energy. Okay, we also have ex-friend stalking you, driving by all the time. So this ex-friend could be the split personality, multiple personality disorder. Someone was born evil, okay? Someone was born evil. It was karmic debt, okay? I don't want to say that usually about people. I want to say everyone is born pure, but there is somebody that was born evil, okay? Pure evil. This started at a very, very young age, okay? This person had already mental illness by the time they were 5 years old, I'm hearing, okay? So this is a serious, serious situation here. Okay, this karmic, they could have been planning your murder, unalive you, or trying to cause problems in your life. This person has split personality, multi-personality. Could be very abusive. They could have been abused as a child. They could have been abused, okay? Neglected, abandoned. Someone could have been an orphan. They could have been abused by a pedophile. Or this person could be a pedophile too. Again, like I'm hearing sick and twisted. I haven't even shuffled all these out yet, and they're just falling out. Obsession over you. As a kid, they could have been sacrificing animals, killing animals. I'm like seeing killing little rats, mice, rabbits, butterflies, whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're killing things at a small age. They could be under the influence of narcotics, drugs. Sacrificing animals. Reactive attachment disorder. So this person has several disorders, okay? Mental disorders. It's not just one, which I'm hearing split personality, multi-personality. It could be schizophrenia. It could be reactive attachment disorder, explosive disorder, okay? Anxiety. A narcissist is a narcissist. It is a disorder, okay? Mental illness. Very, very dark mind as well. Father lying on mother. So this could be a father. This could be a masculine that's lying on a mother. You know, I was hearing masculine, but I'm also hearing female. Family could have disowned this person. Grooming for their own personal gain. Okay, so I am hearing like family disowned. Poisonous. Hitting themselves in the head. You know what I mean? I'm hearing hitting themselves in the head, talking to themselves out loud. Going from one conversation to another conversation. Okay, you could have been dating this person at first, and you didn't know who this person was until you moved in with them, or got closer with them, or like actually, you know, committed to this person. This psycho is terrorizing your family, so this person could be terrorizing your family now, especially if you left this person, or is trying to leave this person. They could be threatening you, or threatened you, gaslight you. Some people say gaslit, some people say gaslighting. They could have killed the family cat when they're little, the family bird, okay? You guys had pets, okay? Again, this could even be your sister or your brother, okay? This person could be your sister or brother, and they could be obsessive over you. They could be obsessed over someone else. I don't know why, but I'm called to pull some Pokemon energy, too. Something about an island. Pine Island. Staten Island. Rice Island. I'm seeing a watchtower. Could have been in a psych ward before as well. Power. See, that's why Spirit told me to grab this. Powerful rage. This person can go to one extreme, okay? This person has rage. This person is very rageful. Powerful rage. According to the myth, if people ignore truth and let themselves become consumed by greed, Reham will arrive to burn their kingdom down. Wow. That's why Spirit told me to grab this, you guys. Okay, this person could be by greed, power, rage, okay? This could be, you know, taking down their kingdom, taking down their empire, taking down something that they brought up. People wanted to ignore the truth. You were ignoring the truth. They want to ignore the truth. Gold is significant here. Gold, silver, and black, I'm seeing. Those could be someone's food colors that they went to. Yep, gold. Someone puts hands on another person. This person can be abused, okay? Or they abuse people. There's a hand here, thumb, okay? So a punch. I just seen punching. Oh, wow. And rear kick. Look at Lillipop. Far brighter than average child. Lillipop won't forget the love it receives of any abuse. It's wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. Spirit just told me to grab these. It says Lillipop, so someone remembers their abuse that they went through. But it says this Pokemon is far brighter than the average child, and Lillipop won't forget the love it receives or any abuse it suffers. So this person won't forget it. Okay, they've been kicked in the ass. They've been kicking something above the rear. Someone could be whining. Okay, someone was beat with a belt or like a paddle when they're younger. They're locked up. There's a lot of physical abuse in this person. That's why this person's sick and twisted. They endured a lot. They were tortured, okay? They endured a lot. And I'm not making excuses for them. giving you it as a message, okay? This is not me making excuses for the person that is sick and twisted, that has split personality. This is just you're wanting answers, you're wanting clarity, you're wanting confirmation, and I'm giving you the message that I'm hearing, okay? This is what they went through, this is what they experienced, okay? Hearttron, incandescent body, still burst, knocked out. Somebody got knocked out, okay? Somebody's been knocked out, somebody's been burned. They were burned, they were branded. It dwells in volcanic caves. It digs in it with its cross-shaped feet to crawl on ceiling and walls. Wow. Something crawls. Heartrin. They were damaged. This is a damaged person, okay? This person's been damaged beyond repair. I just heard damage beyond repair. They were burned, brand. Okay, they were burned. They experienced a lot. And I was tied up. That could be why, like, as a child, like I said, this is a very young age. No child deserves this either. Okay, no one deserves this. That's why they don't think clearly. That's why they go from one personality to another personality to try to protect themselves. So their ego shuts off. It's like a defensive mechanism, defensive mode. Sunglasses. Someone's wearing rose-colored glasses. They don't want to see something, and there's an agent here, okay? This person can be under investigation. This person can be in a lot of trouble. When I see this now, I'm seeing BAU, which is a profiler, because this person could be a stalker, a killer, a murderer, which is a killer, obsessive, a lot going on, growing, or grooming. Corvic Knight. Steel, skies, knives. Shadow agency. Black ops. I just see black ops too, like somebody's in the background, okay? Watching, lurking. Yeah, I just keep hearing you're dealing with somebody that has a split personality, multi-personality disorder. And this could be challenging for you, difficult for you, okay? And this could be your baby daddy, or even your dad, your father, because they're lying on you, narcissist, and it's like hard because especially if you have a baby dad, if this is your baby daddy, and like the children, like you want your children to have a good dad, like a good life and stuff, but it's hard. I'm seeing someone try to I'm seeing someone keep their child away from the baby dad because the baby dad has split personality, or even mom. It could be a mom too. The father's keeping the child away from the mom because split personality, multi personality, because they're not right in the head. Somebody's not right in the head, okay, and they're involved in stuff. They're poisonous, poisonous. After being captive, opponents with its sweet scent lashes them to throw whips. Okay, somebody's being whipped. Somebody was being whipped as a kid. Look at whipped. Captive. Okay, this person could have been locked up. This person could have been in and out of jail, prison before. They've been poisoned. They're poisoned. They're poisoning you. Poison. And that's the thing is, you know, someone's trying to break a curse here. Generation curse. Magnetic blast. Triple smash. Clink, can't clang. From its spikes, it launches powerful blasts of electricity. Its red core contains an enormous amount of energy. Okay, you could be giving off this magnetic blast, or a child could. I'm seeing like Hecate and Demeter, okay, putting off a powerful energy blast to protect themselves, okay, to keep the bad guys away. It's really weird because Cherish kept saying last night after the reading, she kept saying it, and all day today she's been talking about bad guys, bad guys, bad guys going to jail, bad guys going to jail. This person could be a bad guy, okay, they're going to jail, and she's just non-stop saying it. She's actually napping right now, you guys. That's why the light's like this. She's napping. She actually took a nap. She hasn't taken a nap in a long time. Okay, see, then we have rock armor. Like, you're, like, putting some kind of protection over you, your children, your family. Okay, some kind of rock armor, something protecting you. Red rock. Resilience. Okay, someone try to make you weak, bring you down. This person's getting weak. Cutting edge technology was used to study internals of this Pokemon rock body, but nothing was found, not even brain or heart. So this person may not even like look at it. Says that they couldn't find a brain or heart. So this person has a cold heart, black heart, soul. Okay, they're not using their brain. Someone could have brain injury too, traumatic brain injury or brain damage, which could cause traumatic brain injuries causes people to have mental health issues, okay, disorders and stuff like that that do not make them think right or correctly, especially if they've been abused and beat and so much trauma. Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. I'm just hearing a lot of trauma here. You're just trying to protect yourself, your family, your loved ones. Moving away, getting away, okay, starting a new life. I'm hearing starting a new life. Metapod, harden. Okay, you have to have a hard shell. I'm getting like an armadillo shell here too, a protection, okay? A defense mechanism as well, defending yourself. Someone had to like get a different name. I'm hearing something about getting away. Sturdy shell, yep. Inside, it's tender, withstand harsh attack. You keep withstanding harsh attacks. This person did too. Verizon left drain, leaf drain. Slicking blade. A legend tells of the Pokemon working together with Coblin and Turkron to protect the Pokemon of Yuva region. Yeah, see, you're trying to protect yourself, protect someone. Someone could be working in a group home too. You could be a psychiatrist, therapist, okay? A PCA. They lost the way. Look, it says lose the way. This person, you know, lost the way as a child because of so much trauma they went through. I'm also hearing if they weren't abused, physically abused, they were just abandoned, neglected, and someone was like locked in a room for a very long time and did not see no light. Okay, did not meet people. They did not know how to associate with people with reactive attachment disorder too. Somebody doesn't know how to be around people. Okay, because they're locked away. They gave me more cards now. They won't fit in there really. Oh, crap, really. Mary, you just want this person, someone just wants this person to be better. Okay, someone wants to find peace. This person's living in hell. This person's living in hell. They're pure darkness, okay? They, like, I'm hearing that they're cursed. I open up the deck, they're cursed. They're cursed as a child of fertility. They're a pure monster. Because the devil has a hold on them. It's raining right now. Someone needs a really good cleansing. It's raining. Yesterday was 80 and now it's 40. We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. We have some weird bipolar weather. They have a very, very severe mental illness. Covering who they are. Face, hiding who they are. Someone could have scars on their face. Their face is changing. It was their fate. You guys, and I want to say every child is pure and every child is a child of God, but there are children that are born in this world that are pure evil, okay? There are some that are pure evil. Not a lot, okay? Not a lot, okay? But we all want to believe that these children can be really sweet and innocent, but there are children that are born bad, okay? There are children that are born bad. There are children that are, if you ever watch, you know, true crime shit on TV, that there are There's children that has went to prison at 11, 13 years old for killing their family members. Okay? It does happen. It's not there, it's not a lot. It's very, very rare. Okay? But there are a lot of the children are meant to be born here, but we do have, and this is where we can't look at, we can't be in denial. We do have people that we do have children that are 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and they're killing animals. Okay, they're killing animals, and they may never have seen it on TV. It's a curse. Okay, it's a curse. It was handed down by their family. Okay, by their karmic debt from before. Okay, they were already living in hell before, and now they're living that hell now. Okay. And there are a lot of people that are in denial that want to believe that never happens. It never happens ever. Like, oh yeah, no, this stuff never happens. No, it does. Okay, I want to believe everyone's good and innocent. I want to believe that that every child that's born is pure. Yeah, I do, but I know it's not. It's not. This person could be involved with homicide or thinking about it, and it could, like I said, it started out with little animals at first. Okay, it could even been like just killing insects, killing things. Cause I keep hearing killing the family cats, killing the family dogs or the cows or the horses, okay? The family farm, there's animals, okay? Killing them, sacrificing them. Family could have been in denial over this at first too, don't want to admit to it. They said the devil made me do it. Remember the devil came out? When they did it, they said the devil made me do it. They have the mark of Cain on them, okay? Just like, Cain, Cain and Abel. Cain wanted greed, power, money, assassination. Someone could be a hitman. This person with split personality, multi-personality, could be a hitman, assassin. Which a hitman, assassin is a murderer, is a killer. They took someone's life. Judicial system, justice. They've been arrested before. They've been in trouble before. They're being hunted down. Wow. Serial killer. Kill more than one person. I think it's considered a serial killer if you kill 3 people or more. This person's killed 3 people or more. Someone could be traveling. They move around. They don't stay in one place. This person with split personality and multi-personality, I am hearing they wanted to find the right one, to find them to be happy. I did hear that. They were trying to find love. They're trying to find happiness. They're trying to find someone to make them... That could be why they went to, like, this multi-personality, split personalities, because, like, they really wanted to be loved. And they wanted to love back. But then the devil inside of them came out. Their other personality came out. Okay? They're stuck with these other personalities. They could have been cheated on many, many times. There's an affair here. That could be why they end up becoming this split personality, because they had someone that had an affair, cheated on them. Sometimes we just, like I said, we just don't want to believe that there's bad people out there, and there is bad people. There's wicked people out there. This person needs to seek some kind of medical treatment. They need help. They need assistance. They've been in jail, or they're going to jail. They have a court case. They're a karmic. They could have had shock treatment when they're younger. Electric shock treatment, okay? Trying to make them go back to being normal. Gosh, you've been sleeping forever. Just be up late tonight now. bad health, sickness, mental health, because they could have been sexually assaulted. They could have been sexually assaulted. Fire magic, they could have caused some kind of fire. As I said, they could have been burned, branded, flighty all over the place. Time to get out of the darkness. Time for this person to get out of the darkness. Or time for you to get out of the darkness. You don't need to be dealing with this anymore. You could be healing your inner child. Wanting to heal your inner child. Venezuelan comes from Venus. Our starseeds, aka hearts, are fourth dimensional to teach love. This is you. You're here to teach love, and maybe that's why this person's in your life, okay? Remember, shamans. Shamans believe that if you could be a shaman, shamans believe that people come into your life for a reason. If this person has came into your life, this person with split personality, multi-personality, has a mental disorder, they came into your life for a reason, okay? You could be that person to try to teach them love. Okay, try to teach them love. And maybe you met, this maybe not be a person that you're sleeping with, okay, or a relationship. Maybe you are someone that works in a treatment center or a psych ward. You could be a nurse, okay, nurse that works in a psych ward, and you are dealing with this, and you're here to teach love and respect. And I mean, because this person it could be in a psych ward. This person may need to be in a psych ward, okay? Criminal minds. Or like I said, you could be working for the BAU, Behavior Analyst Unit, okay? Which is somebody that profiles, they're profilers that study the mind of criminals, okay? Of psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists, okay? They study the minds, okay? Karma's a bitch. Somebody's dealing with some heavy karma. They are. And yep, Criminal Minds came out. And we have Waking Up is coming out as well. Wanting to come out. Waking Up. They weren't abused in this life. It could have been past life, but it still came into this life, okay? Okay, what else is going on here? Something happened during spring break. Something's about to happen during spring break. Aren't we in spring break? The truth is coming out. Projecting their energy. You could be an indigo child born between 1950s, 1980s, sensitive, intuitive, strong-willed, rapid senders. Here to make change for the world, movement, help humanity. So you're here helping humanity, indigo children, indigo child. Ex-boyfriend. Ex-boyfriend's energies here, so this could be your ex-boyfriend. Brett Jr. wanted to come out, or Brett. Someone was in a group home, foster home, okay, orphanage, overdose. Ex-boyfriend had dealt with overdose. You could have someone that you knew on spring break. Someone could have spring break. This overdose may cause this person to come out of darkness, wake up to see. I'm hearing it is time to speak the truth. It is time to speak your truth. Time for them to speak their truth. Someone could have been selling drugs that flew out, and there was a player as well. I'm not taking them. They grew up in a cult. They're from a cult. They're part of a cult. I just seen someone needs a wellness check. I've seen it. It didn't come out, but I did see wellness check. You had to create some kind of boundaries. Someone's trying to make up for something they went through. Without the darkness, you would never know the light. So you had to experience some kind of darkness. Okay, maybe in this relationship, you had to wake up to see something. Okay, you had to experience something. Okay, you had to really know how bad it could be in the world. Okay, to know that you can help. Even people with split personality, multi-personality can actually come back from that. They can start praying to God, asking God for help. They don't have to have that, okay? They can be healed. Okay, people with mental illnesses that diagnose or mentally disorders, even addiction, they can be healed. Anyone can be healed. Anyone can ask God for forgiveness and healing and repent and have redemption, okay? Anyone can, if they truly want it. This person can be draconian, okay? Associated with dragons, reptilian. Draconians are very evolved, okay? They're very evolved. They are intelligent as well, okay? But can be very greedy and powerful, wanting power. Okay, they are a mix of starseed, so they are a mixed hybrid as well. And that could be why somebody could be feeling like that they have a split personality. Somebody doesn't even know if they want to be a boy or girl. Okay, one moment they want to be a girl, one moment they want to be a boy. One moment they want to be a boy, they want to be a girl. They're going back and forth. They don't even know what they want to be. Their gender. One who is reincarnated to harness resources for their own gain, personal power, military style, energy, conquer, multiply. They don't want to stay with their race, just like authority. Just like authority. This person may not even know what the kind of relationship they want, okay? Woman, man, whatever it is, okay? They do have a lying spirit. They have a lying spirit. They have several demons. This person with split personality, this one has several demons attached to them. Several, and I'm not even just hearing demons, I'm hearing devils, okay? Okay, you continue growing, doing what you're doing. Okay, continue doing what you're doing, growing. Seek medical treatment. This person needs to seek medical treatment. This person needs to start taking their medications or get on medications. Okay, or if medications, I don't think all medications are for that. They need some kind of meditation. They need some mindfulness. They need some therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, okay? Not all medications help people, okay? There are medications that do help some people, okay? Especially if they are hallucinating and they're delusional and stuff. But honestly, a lot of times too, if you just go into a meditation and, you know, the negative energy and praying, asking God for guidance and assistance and help, God can guide you and help you. And, you know, going through cognitive behavior therapy. I went through cognitive behavior therapy for work. I taken the course for work, and then I had to take it when I was in treatment, or outpatient treatment for my probation I was on before. He told me that if I wanted to go probation, he wanted me to take this cognitive behavior class, and I did. And I actually learned a lot from it, you guys. I learned a lot from it, which was really good. And I, right now, will say that that was probably one of the best experiences I went through. I actually have a whole binder on it and stuff, because I'm diagnosed with anxiety. I'm diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, and then I had a slight borderline personality disorder. Okay, especially when I was in active addiction and drinking. And yes, you can be cured from that. Okay, it was on the slight spectrum, and then I have just dyslexia, you know, and a learning disability. But what I'm trying to get at is that taking that cognitive behavioral class, that helped better than any medications I've ever had to take. I was on, my doctor just put on me medications all the time. Nothing ever worked for me. The only thing that ever actually has worked for me is Adderall. Okay, I take a small dose of Adderall for my ADHD. But as growing up in teenage years, I didn't get any medication. But as my 20s and early 30s, before I got into meth, I was put on all these antidepressants, so that none of them worked. The closest thing ever worked was Effexor for me, and then Effexor made me have explosive moments and stuff. But nothing ever works. Really, the only thing that has ever really worked for me, okay, I'm going to take it back. You guys don't get this twisted. Methamphetamines help me slow my mind down And I'm not saying drugs are good, okay? But I had a stimulant problem. That's why I didn't know I had ADD, ADHD, and that's why I took meth, okay? I took street drugs. I was self-medicating, okay? I had to do a diagnosis. I was self-medicating. But it was the only thing that made me feel normal in my head when I was using methamphetamines, made me feel normal, okay? I felt normal. I felt like I could be myself. I could felt like that I was not depressed anymore, being laying around, sleepy, tired all the time, and stuff like that. I felt like I concentrated a little bit better. I felt like I was more focused, okay? Um, but it was not good, okay? Because methamphetamine is not good for you. It poisons you. They cut it. They do all this bad stuff for it, okay? Um, but when finally got sober and clean, I went to treatment, and they said I didn't get diagnosed with ADHD till I was 34 years old, you guys. Okay, 34 years old, which I should have been diagnosed as a kid. Okay, they gave me all these little disabilities, but never ADHD. And then they put me on small dose of Adderall, and ever since then, I've been okay. I've been okay. I've been focused, but um, when I was on Adderall for a while, I did these mindful classes, I did these meditations, I did these cognitive behavior classes and stuff, and it really helped me. And journaling. But most important is praying, and asking Jesus, asking God to heal you, asking God to protect you, asking God to help you, and that's how I got through it. Okay, that's how I got through it. But like I said, meditation too is to calm your mind down, and I had to get away from people too. Okay, so anyone that has this can get away from this. They can. They just choose not to. Okay? They choose not to. And that's the truth. Okay? People with mental illnesses and stuff like that, they choose not to. They can. They can ask God for prayer and ask God and stuff like that, but they're so trapped. Okay? Some women choose not to. Let's get a couple of names on here. I'm not telling anybody to go out and do drugs either. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you're someone that has done drugs like me, and you've done, like, cocaine didn't. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, cocaine was not something that helped me with my mind. Cocaine did not. Okay, cocaine or crack, hell no. Okay, or ecstasy, when I did that, no. Okay, methamphetamine is the only thing that actually made me feel a bit more focused. Cocaine made me feel very paranoid, on edge, my heart racing, made me feel off, made me, I would be around people for a little bit, and then I didn't want to be around anybody. Okay, it was not like what I felt with meth and stuff like that. But I'm not giving anyone, I'm not saying go do drugs and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, if you've been somebody that has done drugs before and you experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. But there are people that have done meth, and it's not good for them, especially if they don't have ADD, ADHD. Like, it's not. Like my husband, no. No. Like, his was not focused. His became, he started committing crimes, doing this and that. Um, the drug can do bad things for people, okay? Especially when they start cutting it with other stuff, it can do bad things with them. So I'm not saying going out and doing it. I'm just saying some of you guys that have been an addict or has done drugs before, you kind of probably know what I'm talking about, especially if you are somebody that has been diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, okay? That's why if you actually look at ADD, ADHD medication, Adderall has methamphetamine in it. It helps with the stimulant for your cognitive, okay, to help you with focusing. But it's pharmaceutical. You know what I mean? Like, it's legal. Well, halfway legal. For people that are prescribed, it's legal. Blue collar, okay, we're doing blue collar, construction, maintenance, mining, agriculture, manufacturing, manual work industry. I gotta say this, it's off topic. I have somebody that taken Adderall because she has ADD, ADHD, and she would diss on people that took, or that was a meth addict, or doing meth. And she was dissing and saying that, oh, she's never done drugs before. I'm like, you are doing a drug. If you're taking Adderall, you're taking methamphetamines. Methamphetamines is Adderall. If you go look at the name of Adderall, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, actually you are. You're just taking it the legal way, okay? You're just taking it because it's prescribed to you. but it's actually pretty much the same thing. I'm sorry, it is. It is. It's for some people it is, okay? And some of you guys are saying, no, 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 it's not. No, it's not. I've never done it. I'm already hearing some of you guys saying, oh, I've taken Adderall, I take Ritalin and stuff, and I've never taken meth, and I'm not an addict. You guys, go look at the ingredients in it. Go look in the ingredients, okay? Just go look at it and look what it does, okay? If you go look at anyone that takes Ritalin or Adderall or Vyvanse, they give you energy, they give you focus, it's an upper, okay? So this person that has split personality, multiple personality, may be taking something that they shouldn't be taking, and that's why they're that way as well. Okay, so they're taking something that they should not be taking, and that's what's making them have this split personality, multiple personality, this disorder. Okay, because it's counteracting with their diagnosis. Okay, SoCal, Little Rock, only wants your kitten, only wants sex. Russia, Fairgrounds, someone being tortured. There's a confirmation, someone being tortured. Father setting up son-in-law or child's lover. So father setting someone up, especially if they're a split personality. This person may be interrogated by the investigators, cops, could be interrogated and maybe not really remembering in that moment in time, especially if their other ego went into play. Okay, what is it called? Their split personality, like their other personality. So if somebody's being interrogated and like they're being interrogated, they may not exactly remember or like whatever because their other personality is actually in that right now, and that is real. It really does happen. Okay, when somebody's in their other personality, they shut that other personality off and does not remember what it is. So it's like a convenient amnesia, but like it's because their mental illness. Boyd, Terrence, Quincy, Uruguay, Redhead, Durham, Ontario, Canada, Carter, Fall, number 3, growth, joy. It's also Father, Son, Holy Spirit, the Triad, Trinity. It's the 3 strands, the husband, the wife, and God. Okay, coming back home to God, coming back home to Source. Clueless, someone's playing Clueless. Family may not want to admit to this either. Family's in denial. Family may disown this person too, and that could have been, family could disown this person, and like that's what could trigger this person. Something triggered this person to be the way that they are. Salt Lake, they experienced something, they went through something, they seen something. Ward, see, say I'm saying like Ward, but Ward. Fentanyl. 49ers, Bakersfield, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Divine is not giving this person a new beginning. Somebody's not getting a new beginning. This is you at 44. Hard work, achievements, master number. Someone has a set of masters helping them. Budapest, Salto, Soviet Union, Wedding Crasher, Brett Jr., Kramer. Brett Jr. came out twice. Brett came out twice. Antone. I have something else. Hopefully I don't forget. Disney movies. Senior in Amsterdam. You guys, just like in the military, the military used to give, I think they still do, I'm not 100%, so don't, you can fact check it, whatever, you can quote, whatever, but the military would give, the government in the military would give military methamphetamines to keep them up, so they would be alert, to stay up for days, okay, back in the day, they'd give them methamphetamines to keep them up, to stay alert, and they would just manage it, they give it into a pill form or a capsule form, okay, to keep them alert, to stay alert, because you're more alert, okay? So they do it then. The reason the drugs are illegal is because it's not taxed, and it's because it's getting out of control, and kids are getting towards it, and they can't control it, okay? But again, they gave it, last I knew, let me see, last I knew they still give it out to the military, but I could be wrong, let's see. They also give it to people that are really obese too. Obese, they put them on that. So along with an arsenal of sleep aids, this is where Modify comes in. Modifil is already widely available, provided by the forces in Singapore, India. I don't know, can't find it. Hold on. Hold on. Here, I'll pause it. Hold on. Hey, I just checked. Yes, some military forces have historically used stimulants to keep troops awake and alert during combat operations during the World War II. Various armies, including the U.S., Germany, Japan, used methamphetamines such as Pervitin to enhance soldiers' endurance and focus. Today, many militaries, including the U.S., use prescription stimulants like dextroamphetamine, dextrine, and Modafil for specific missions require prolonged wakefulness. These drugs are considered safer alternates to methamphetamine and are used under strict medical supervision, especially for pilots and special force operating in extreme conditions. That said, the use of stimulants is military is high regulated. Unauthorized use can have serious consequences. See? Still there. They still use it. They still do. There's just a different name for it. Dectarine and Provigil are the names of it. Okay? So this person possibly could have been in there too, okay? That could have caused, so that could be why I talk about that. This person could have, wow, I got goosebumps, okay? This person could have been normal too, and they went into the military, they went into the army, and they came back with PTSD, it's split personality, because what they endured, what they witnessed. They could have got hooked on some kind of drug in there, okay? They could have got hooked on this, okay? Because they're always on alert. Someone could have been a Navy SEAL. Okay, someone could have been in these special, because I said black ops earlier, special operations and stuff like that, and they witnessed and endured a lot of stuff that, you know what I mean, that they can't come back from, and you don't know, you know what I mean, you didn't realize it. Like, 1 minute they could be living in Afghanistan, the next moment they're living somewhere else, like, they don't, you know what I mean? Like, this is a serious situation here, and this shit does really happen, you guys. And I know that, like, a lot of you guys are like, why do you talk about these messages? I'm talking about things that spirits tell me to bring out, okay, what I'm hearing. Okay, and again, these messages may not be for everybody. Okay, they may not be for everybody. But there are people that need to hear this message. Okay, there are people that are dealing with this. There's a lot of people that have military family that comes home and they're not the same person anymore. And you're wondering what's going on with them. Or you have a husband or a boyfriend that goes into the military, they come back and they're a totally different person and they have a different personality. It happens. Trying to understand it too, and somebody has to have a lot of patience too. If they are dealing with somebody that came back from the military or whatever happening, someone has to have a lot of patience with this person, and that could be why they're considered a serial killer. Because when the serial killer came out too, is when somebody went over into the military and was a killer machine. The military made this person be a killer machine, and they kill so many people and they come back and then they have to live with that for the rest of their life. That makes them a totally different person. Totally different person. My brother just went into the military, guys. Like, he'd been in there first since he was 17, whatever time he could go into whatever, but they just it's weird because between this out, my brother, he's younger, he just turned 20. Yeah, he just turned 12, or did he turn 21? 20, I'm 39. He just turned 20. My dad and my stepmom had him when I was in high school, senior. But he just got called for duty, called for duty, so I don't know, maybe that could be why. Hopefully he comes back normal. Okay, we have the revelation of facts. Allow facts to guide your decisions. Rely on concrete evidence rather than speculation. Gather and analyze data to make informed choices and understand the truth. See, like I said, understand the truth, and also having to be patient. Someone has to be patient. You could be one that's working with these military people too. People experience this, or this may not be the person that was in the military. Someone could have been saved by the military, okay? Could have been in trafficking, or, you know what I mean, was trapped, was tortured, was, you know, held, you know, captive, and they don't know who they are, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. The evidence unfolds. Gather and review all. Oh my gosh, that smells so good right now. The blueberry cheesecake, I can smell it really strong. Wow. Gather and review available evidence, documents you're finding, and elevate their significance. Collaborated different pieces of information to build a comprehensive understanding. See, a comprehensive understanding. the discerning eye. Cultivate discernment in evaluating information, access, and credibility of sources, and verify facts before drawing conclusions. Avoid being swayed and by appearance alone. Okay. I'm going to get a prayer card because I feel like someone needs a heavy prayer here. We need to be praying for these people, even if they're are serial killers. We still pray that if they are a serial killer and they're committing crimes out there, that we pray that they get locked up and they're not out there committing crimes and killing people, okay? To get off the streets, that they can't hurt anybody anymore, okay? So we'd be praying that these people can't hurt anyone, innocent people anymore. Grooming them. Archangel Michael, thank you. Spend more time outdoors. Thank you for motivating to spend more time outdoors, connecting with Earth. Okay, connecting with Gaia and nature. Okay, connecting with Earth will ground you. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Connecting with Earth, getting outside will ground you. Will ground them. Let go of fear now. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. This is for the person that could be also, you know, I mean, like, has split personality, multi-personality. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. If you care for this person, try to help this person out, you know, wanted the best for the person, you know, you've done nothing wrong. I ask that you help me let go of my self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger, which I talk about anger, or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. Do I wake her up, you guys? She's been sleeping since 2:30. 5:30. She's been sleeping 3 hours. She's gonna be up all night. She usually goes to bed at 7:30. Again, last night, remember, guys, she went to bed early last or late last night. $74. Strong intuition, good luck, love, hope, peace, encouragement, divine communication. Strong intuition, good luck, love, hope, peace, encouragement, divine communication. She never takes naps. But she would have took a nap at like 12, 1 o'clock when she woke. She woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning. Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Libra, number 11. 11. You guys, check out my Etsy store. 15% off free shipping and handling. If you purchase $100 product more, you get 25% off. Also, check out my Shopify. DreamMystical.myshopify.com. If you purchase $100 products more, you get 25% off. I appreciate all the love and support. I have a lot of new product in there, you guys. A lot of new product. A lot of bracelets, anklets, body, health and body, or whatever. I can't even think of it. Health and beauty, body oils, body scrubs, body washes, body butters, body oils. Check it out. Candles, squishies, air freshies, car freshies. Lots of little things, lots of big things too. Okay. I love you guys. I'm gonna hang up. Love, peace, light, heal, namaste.